Good morning, guys. Let's make some einkorn muffins with chocolate chips. I added little nuts. That's not in the original recipe, but of course I always tweak my recipes. And so as I choose a vessel to make this in, let's get to it. First, we're going to grind up a cup and a half or 180 grams of fresh milled einkorn. Now, if you're measuring this, you can do 180 mils of, grams of flour, and you could use the all-purpose if you want. But we're trying to do whole grain because we want the benefits of whole grain in our household. So that is what we are using. So I'm just grinding this up in a coffee grinder. This is a large coffee grinder that I had stored, put away because we don't grind coffee anymore, but I didn't get rid of it. And so here it is. I'm using it for milling flour. Now it isn't the greatest and I don't recommend it. I have a mock mill on the way and it is going to work so much better. And one of the things that as I research, I'm finding out that maybe I should crack the grain first on a higher setting and then go ahead and put it through again. But this coffee grinder heats up too much and just doesn't like milling all this grain. Now for recipes like this where it's just a small amount of flour, this is a beginner recipe as we learn together to make things out of einkorn. So that's my 180 grams. So it's 180 grams of berries. Turns out to be 180 grams of flour. Now that should be with most wheat berries. And then we're going to do a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and this recipe will be below, guys, for you. A fourth of a teaspoon of salt. This is Redmond's. And then we are doing 120 mils or 120 grams of buttermilk here. You can use plain yogurt. And then it's 80 mils, which you always use mils for liquids, of honey, or 1/3 cup. And I don't think this comes out very much in the video, but we are going to do 1/4 of a cup of butter in this recipe, melted. And so you can also use coconut oil. Now the butter melted in the honey and the buttermilk, all of these things kind of soften that wheat berry. So that's the benefits of using these ingredients compared to just oil or just milk or just sugar, is that these ingredients help soften that wheat berry. Now a whole egg, this is a large egg from our ducks. I'm melting my butter right now. A teaspoon of vanilla. Now I've had my oven heated at 350 for a while, or 175 degrees Celsius. There's my butter going in. And then after I mix this all together, I'm going to put 1/2 cup or 90 grams of dark or semi-sweet chocolate chips. Now I'm using sugar-free chocolate chips. I like how regular chocolate chips bake up better, and I think if you're only using 90 grams of chocolate chips, you can get away with using the sugar chocolate chips, especially if they're semi-sweet or dark. Now, I would be in trouble if I didn't add walnuts to this recipe, because my husband would ask always, where's the walnuts? Even though this recipe doesn't call for it. So I'm just doing a handful of walnuts. You can see there it's probably about a cup or 1/2 cup once I chop them up. And I kind of keep them thick. You can chop them up finely, but this recipe, in my opinion, does not need the walnuts. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Redmond's real salt doesn't seem to bake up well in fresh milled flour. It seems to granulate or keep the flour from breaking down as it absorbs the water. Now, as that oven heats up a little bit more, I'm going to let this autolyze. So autolyze just means letting the flour soak up all the moisture in there. And I'm always cleaning up on the go, putting things away. Now this makes exactly 8 muffins. I always put an extra one out just in case it goes over, but it doesn't in this recipe, even with the added of the walnuts. It's great if you have an ice cream scoop that has the spring action in it, kind of like a cookie scoop, like the old-fashioned ice cream scoops. They measure it out perfect for this kind of thing, which is about 3 tablespoons, 3 to 4 tablespoons. Now, putting that in my oven for 20 minutes. Taking them out so they stop cooking. I didn't stir this good enough because I had one where it showed the egg yolk on the outside. And there you go. That's what they look like inside. They are mildly sweet, but great for a morning muffin. God bless you guys. We'll see you guys next time here on Hedgehog Homestead. Bye.